Hey everyone, and welcome back to Content with Abby. I am so excited to bring you the final episode of our incredible story about Bakwai. If you've been following along, you know the villagers just worked together to move that giant tree, and Anansi finally started earning their respect. But the story isn't over yet. The very next day, a stranger named Bonsu arrived in Bakwai. He was from a village across the mountain, and though he had a friendly smile, his eyes were constantly scanning everything around him. He approached Chief O2, saying, "Greetings, I heard you had trouble with your river. I came to see if you needed help." The villagers, always welcoming, were happy for his visit. They offered him food and water and eagerly told him the whole amazing story of how they all worked together to move that giant tree. Bonsu listened intently, commenting, "How wonderful that you found strength together." But deep down, he wasn't just there to help. He was looking for the Heartstone. He'd seen how Anansi was now being treated like a hero, and he was convinced Anansi had it. Anansi himself felt uneasy. He didn't like the way Bonsu looked at him, and he instinctively felt for the Heartstone in his pocket, making sure it was safe. That afternoon, the village children were playing with a small leather ball. They kicked it high, and oops, it landed right on the roof of old Mama Ama's hut, rolling into a crack. "Oh no, our ball is stuck," they cried. Bonsu saw his chance. "Don't worry, little ones," he said with a big smile. "I'm an excellent climber. I'll get it for you." He quickly climbed onto the roof, but he wasn't just looking for the ball. From up high, he had a perfect view into Anansi's small hut. He watched as Anansi took the smooth, black Heartstone from his pocket, looked at it, and then carefully hid it under his sleeping mat. Bonsu smiled a tricky smile. He had found what he was looking for. Later that night, when the moon was hidden behind clouds and the village was deep in slumber, Bonsu crept like a shadow to Anansi's hut. The door was closed with a simple latch, and he used a thin stick to slide it open without a sound. He moved quietly across the dirt floor, hearing Anansi breathing deeply in his sleep. He knelt down and felt under the sleeping mat. His fingers finally touched the smooth, warm stone. He had it. Just as he was about to pull his hand away, Anansi turned in his sleep, and his arm fell, pinning Bonsu's wrist to the ground. Bonsu was trapped. He pulled hard, but he couldn't get free without waking Anansi. Anansi's eyes fluttered open. In the dark, he saw a figure kneeling by his bed and felt a hand under his mat. He wasn't scared. He was furious. "Thief!" Anansi shouted, jumping up and holding Bonsu's arm tightly. The noise woke up Kofi, who lived in the next hut. Kofi came running with a torch, and soon other villagers arrived, their faces shocked in the flickering light. They saw Anansi holding the stranger, Bonsu, and then they saw the Heartstone on the floor. "Bonsu was trying to steal from me," Anansi declared. Bonsu hung his head in shame. "I'm sorry," he mumbled. "I heard about the stone's power. I wanted it for my village. I thought we could be strong like you." Chief O2 looked very disappointed. Bonsu, he said, you saw how we became strong. It wasn't because of a magic stone. It was because we worked together. Stealing this stone won't make your village strong. It will only bring you shame, just as stealing brought Anansi shame. Anansi let go of Bonsu's arm. He picked up the heart stone, looked at it, and then looked at Bonsu. In Bonsu's greedy and ashamed eyes, Anansi saw a reflection of his old self. He remembered how the villagers had forgiven him and thought about what true strength really was. He walked up to Bonsu and held out the stone. Everyone gasped, "Anansi, no," cried Kofi. But Anansi continued, "Take it. Take it back to your village. Show it to your chief and your people. Tell them the story of Bakwai. Tell them how we moved the tree not with magic, but with togetherness. Let this stone be a reminder to them, as it is to us, that our true power comes from unity and trust, not from an object." Bonsu couldn't believe it. With a trembling hand, he took the stone. Tears filled his eyes. "I came to steal from you," he said, "and you give me a gift. I understand now. I will tell them the true story." "Thank you, Kwuku Anansi." The next morning, Bonsu left for his village, carrying the heartstone and a new, profound lesson in his heart. The people of Bakwai gathered around Anansi, filled with pride. Chief Otu put his hand on Anansi's shoulder. "You didn't just give him a stone, Anansi, you gave him wisdom. Today you have become truly wise." Anansi smiled. He felt lighter than he had ever felt. He had lost the stone, but he had gained something much more valuable, the respect of his village and a peaceful heart. He knew that as long as they had each other, they didn't need any magic to be strong. And that, my friends, is the beautiful end to our story. The moral of this tale is so powerful. True strength and happiness don't come from having powerful things, but from having a powerful heart that knows how to forgive, share, and work together with others. What an incredible journey with Kwuku Anansi and the villagers of Bakwai. Thank you so much for joining me on this storytelling adventure. If you loved this series, please hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing content, and let me know in the comments what lessons you learned from Anansi's journey. Your support means the world. See you next time.